Yeah, so the first thing to notice is that if I switch here to Binance, this is Binance Spot. And now I go to Binance Futures. And for example, here on Binance, if I'm on Ethereum USDT and I take a look at Ethereum USD, I go between the two. The interface is the same, and that's one of the main things that we're really proud of doing in the terminal, that you'll have the same interface not only on the spot side but also with derivative trading and futures. So you'll be already familiar. Here's our order book, just a candlestick chart, and the controls, they're all in the same place. And you only have to learn the one interface, and then you'll be able to trade whatever derivative markets we bring to the margin terminal. So first up are Kraken futures, which are here, and Binance futures. And I mean, I guess the first thing I'd like to show you guys is how you open a position. So we have different order types here, and I'll get to some of the others in a moment, but here the first type is limit order. And the difference between derivative trading and spot trading, for those that don't know it, is that with spot trading, you're either buying or selling the asset. But with derivative trading, you can bet against the asset even if you don't hold it. And that's the idea. You can also trade with leverage. And in order then, in this case here, we see that today there's quite a growth in the course. How much was it then? Yeah, about 3% or so. And you might think here at this point, I don't know which way it's going to go, but you might think the course is going to go down. So you might want to short Bitcoin in this case. So we're on Kraken here. The contracts are specified in US dollars. And in order to short, I'm basically selling here, and I need to go onto the other side of the spread. Okay, I want my order to go through as a market order. So I can set a price here by just pulling this line, which you guys are already familiar with. And then I can set the contract size. And so just for this testing purposes, I'll just set a size of $10. But you can, of course, use the slider here as before and set whatever size you want. Now when I put this order through, this limit order, because it's going into the bid side of the order book, it will execute as a market order and go through straight away and open a position then. And we'll then open a short position. So I'm asked whether I want to do it or not. Okay, and it goes through. And we will see the order that went through to open the position. And then down here, we will see that our current position is a short position. And right now it's hovering around minus 1.7% or 2%. And yeah, so we've opened a position here. And the next thing I want to show you guys is that I can hover this position. And once I hover the position, we have this annotation which is brought up. And the annotation basically shows us, okay, there's a green area down here, and you can see the figures being updated as I move the mouse down, showing us, okay, because we've shorted it, we're betting against Bitcoin. So we're hoping the price is going to drop. And you can see the percentage gain that we'll get as the price drops. If the price rises, we're going to make a loss. And that's also visualized here. And then you're in the red. Now, one of the really nice things that we can do here is we can, for example, now set a take profit order. So we've opened our position. And let's say we think, yeah, we want to take profit. Well, then we can come down we start in the visualization, and we can come down and we can say, okay, we want to take a profit when it gets to 30% approximately. Then what you can do is you right click, it opens up this menu here, and it allows you to prepare a take profit order, either a limit order or a market order. So let's say, first of all, we're going to do a take profit limit order. We want to be market makers here. We don't want to pay taker fees. So I can click this and it says prepare taker profit limit order. And when I click it, the order type up here has been set to be a take profit limit order. So it has adapted that for us. It has also set the manual order price where we chose we wanted it to be approximately 30% profit, and a trigger price. Now the trigger price is something that I can still move in the chart if I want, but basically everything is set up for me now. And not only that, So as we've sold here, if I'm going to take the profit, I need to buy when it hits here. So I need to place a buy order, but the amount has been set here correctly. So it's 10. So this prepare order is really powerful. It sets the amount, it chooses the correct order type, and you're basically ready to go to just place the order. And so now we can do it. So we can place our take profit buy order, which is a limit order. Ask me if I'm sure. Okay, and then it's placed. And you'll see we have another annotation for these types of orders. There's a dashed line, which means it's a special kind of order, not just a standard limit order. And we can see a trigger price here annotation as well, showing you where it's going to trigger. Also, we have a new icon for that. So in our active orders, we can hover this as well and get some information. So we see we have a take profit order here. And you can always then observe what you have then in terms of your position and the open orders or the active orders that you have. Now, what happens if the market goes against us like it is now? We're already at -7%. We maybe want to set a stop order as well. So we once again can hover the annotation here, like the position and then the annotation. And we can then come up here and let's say we want to set the stop order at about 40%. Once again, I can right click. I can prepare a stop order, either limit or market. Let me place a limit order here as well. And here we have the manual order price is set. The trigger price is set as well. And we also need to place a buy order to get out here of our position. The amount is set correctly, and now the order type is also set. So I can just place this order. Okay, and now I have on one side a take profit and on the other side a stop order. Now what happens here if the price continues up? This order will only get placed on the order book once this trigger price is reached. So what happens if the price goes right through that trigger price and keeps on going up? This is not going to execute. So you might, at that point there, you might want to set another protective order here, which is a market order a little bit higher than that. So you can also do that by right clicking and coming in here and setting a stop market order. Once again, everything will be prepared, and then we can place that order. And there are different options there. We could have, which I didn't do, but we could have also made this a reduce only order type to ensure that it doesn't open up a new position, that it will just close off the current position that you have. So with this functionality here of this visualization is really, really powerful. It has a lot of helper function there for you to automatically choose the correct order type and also to set the amounts correctly. And it's just really handy to use, and also the same across Binance as it is on Kraken. We have some helper functions in there as well. If I take this order here that we've set, this stop order, and I drag it, or let me go to the down here to my take profit. Imagine I want to drag my take profit and I drag it up past my trigger price. It will ask me if I want to change to this new price, and I can change it, but it will also warn me that I've gone past my trigger price and do I want to also adapt that. So we have a whole load of helper functionality in there to make sure that you don't mess something up. Now let me switch over to Binance, and on Binance, well, just to say it's the same look and feel. Binance, one difference that's there that isn't on Kraken is that on Kraken you set the amount in terms of US dollars, even though you come in Bitcoin. So here the contract size was set in US dollar here. But on Binance, although you come in USDT, the size of the contracts that you're taking out are in the currency, so the C1 currency. So in this case here, it would be Ethereum, and if you're over here on Bitcoin USD, it's in Bitcoin. But other than that, it's the same. So you can basically, if we want to short here as well on Ethereum USD, you can set the amount in the slider here. And while we're shorting, we need to set the amount on the sell side, and then we can place it and we will open up a short position here on Ethereum. So you basically have the same functionality. Yeah, and I have a position that I had opened here before. So earlier today, while I was just testing, and we can see this position is in the minus, and we can also see here we're losing some money. So we might want to go up here and prepare an order to stop this. So we can prepare the stop order and place it, and now we can sleep a little bit better that we only will lose a certain amount there. All the information is shown about the positions that you open here, so you can see the liquidation price. Sometimes, let me take a look here. Yeah, sometimes you might see that it's not applicable. In this case here, given the amount of collateral I have, I'm not going to get liquidated. But all that information is shown. You can also hover the pairs, each pair, and get also all the information about that pair in terms of next funding rates, and the last buy and sell prices, trading fees, and all of that information then is available. You just need to hover it. And yeah, and that's basically it in a nutshell. So I want you guys to, to play around with it. Give us some feedback. It's available in demo mode. If you're on the Telegram channel, you can download a demo binary and play around with it. We'd love to hear, so basically not a demo binary, but a beta binary. And we'd love to hear what you guys think about that. And we're really excited to bring further features to it as well. So of course we will look to bring bots to futures as well. And first up will be a scale bot. And that's something that's going to be really nice to do grid trading on future markets. And we also look to build a risk management tool so that you can then have an overview of all of your accounts. So as you add in spot accounts or more future accounts, that you will have using the tool window infrastructure that we have in the terminal. So down here, we will have a risk management tool window, and then you'll be able to see your assets and your Bitcoin exposure or Ethereum exposure across futures and spot markets. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. Really looking forward to hearing your feedback and seeing what you guys think. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today.